every other week. Fuck everything up.
I know. I know. Fuck everything up. But that's okay with me. Anyways, we are live.
Oh, hello everyone.
Hola.
I'm just reading MSN.
Reading MSN? Or like the news?
Yeah, I always fall into a deep dark pit every time I log on to MSN.
You know, I feel I must be old or something because whenever someone says MSN, right away I think of like MSN Messenger. And I'm like,
You're,
bro, you still use that? And then I
you're
realize
old as
it's
shit.
probably not even around. I am. I am old as shit. Anyways, what is up with you? How you doing?
Not shit. I might. How are you this week?
I'm alright. I'm alright. I can't complain.
For
Um,
everyone's, for the records, it's Choco's fault that we did not stream on Sunday. Not mine.
it was my fault. I'll take
That's
that.
1 point in my book.
I will. I will take that
If we had
completely.
loyal followers, they would have guaranteed they would have blamed me for this.
Because
Um,
usually it is you.
for those of you who aren't following, it wasn't me.
Not this time around. Not this time around. Um, yeah, you know what? Shit's been good with me. I got the S10, which I'm actually really happy about.
Trash.
No ways, phone's so good.
Trash.
I'd really enjoy it actually. You know, I found
Trash.
out a cool feature about this phone today.
Hmm.
Um, if you're playing music, it comes out here and there. Like it's like real stereo sound.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it got me so stoked. I was so
Oh
excited
my
when I found
god,
out.
wow, dude, that's new technology. I don't think any phone's ever done that.
Actually, I haven't heard of a phone that does that.
The iPhone's done that for like the last 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Who knew that the iPhone actually wasn't as big a piece of shit as we all thought?
I'm so annoyed you really just fucking tried to pass that as something new.
It's new to me. It's new to, look at this guy flexing. This guy acting like he's
I,
big
not even out
shit.
the package yet.
Still sitting in there with shiny ass. Nobody can see anything. Lisa Sue
Ooh.
scribbles.
You're jealous, just
I
admit it.
am jealous. You know what? I'll give you that. I am the envious.
I have it sitting with my Intel processors, just chilling.
Ugh. That's not even Intel Pro. Oh, I guess. No, those are empty boxes.
How are they?
Aren't they?
I don't
Pretty sure
know.
the
Are they?
9900K is in your computer right now, and the 8086 is in Ash's.
Yeah. Are those guesses?
Those are not guesses. Those are educated guesses.
That's an inference, isn't it?
What?
An inference? Educated guess?
I'm unfamiliar with that term. Inference.
Inference. A conclusion reached on a basis of evidence and reasoning.
Is definitely an inference.
An educated idiot. I'm a little more hostile than normal because I just woke up like legit 5 minutes ago, and
He
I'm not
did.
like a
He snoozed his
a
alarm too many
wake up
times.
and not be hostile person. I'm very grouchy when I first wake up.
He's grouchy when he first wakes up, and he's grouchy when he's had a long ass day, and he's like, "I want to play games at 10 p.m., but I'm also really tired."
So I was fucking tired.
That's
I
why we didn't
passed.
stream yesterday. We were gonna stream yesterday because we didn't stream on Sunday. My bad on that one. And then he was like, "Yo, I forgot about everything. I was too busy partying with my aunt."
No, oh, sorry. I had things I needed to do.
That's
Yesterday.
that's okay. That's okay. Anyways, so start off by saying hello, everyone. I am Chaco.
That I am not Choco.
That is
I'm Justin.
that's
What's up?
Justine.
Hello, everyone.
We're
Sorry.
we're polar
I'm
up.
still lost in this fucking void of MSN. I keep trying to get away, but the articles just keep pulling me back.
Jesus. So yeah, we're polar opposites. We try to do stream Sundays and Wednesdays. Speaking of which, we didn't do one on Sunday or yesterday, and we're not going
And
to be
we're
doing
not
one
doing one
tomorrow.
tomorrow. I'm going to see a play
So
on Broadway. Ooh.
That's very respectable, Justin. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna try and do a bigger one today, and then we won't be back again until Sunday. Um, yeah, we talk tech news, uh, tech news, games. What else is there? Got
Sorry, I
some
have
computer
breaking
shit.
news. I don't want to interrupt you.
Okay, what is your breaking news? Is it
Nose
interesting?
nose hair extensions are the latest beauty trend we never asked for.
Why?
Girls are gluing eyelashes to the openings of their nostrils.
No way, that's not a real thing. That's fake. Fake news. You find that shit on MSN, didn't you?
Well,
What? Yeah, I call bullshit.
there's even a video of, like her applying them.
I call bullshit. That's.
No, I can't fast forward through it. No.
Anyways, I don't like to talk about stupid shit like that.
Dude, that's breaking. Look at how gross. I thought there were spiders climbing out of his fucking nose.
Why is that a thing? That can't be a thing.
America.
Yeah, only in America. Only in. Oh my god. Fuck that.
That's fucking gross.
Fuck. That is gross. So fucking grody.
Okay. So like Chaco mentioned, we're gonna try to do a little bit longer today. We got a bunch of articles to get to.
Well, apparently we are doing a longer one because we've just spent the last 6 minutes talking about fucking nose hair and cussing at each other.
That's fine.
So we're dragging it on in a very poor way, but
We have like a decent amount of articles to get to today, so it
yeah,
should
we
also.
do. We do. We've got quite a good chunk of things that we found interesting. Some things I didn't find as much as interesting as Justine, but
Well, not all of them were fucking winners, Chaco. We weren't gonna use them all originally.
that's true. That's true.
This guy and his damn opinions.
Did I ask how you were?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Think I said I was tired.
Tired? Usually you're like, oh no, see, you know what it is? I don't normally ask you how you are. I ask you
That's
how
not
you've
a week.
been. How is your week? It's
It's
not break.
whatever.
It's not break tradition here.
I'm over my week.
You're over your week.
Yeah, my
Tuesday.
coworkers are idiots. So, that was my week.
Well, I just hope that none of them watch this episode ever.
They're not. Most of them are incompetent. So,
Mhm.
all right. Well, back on to some good news. So, we've mentioned on here quite a few times that Intel's getting ready to release a discrete graphics card. I'm
Yes.
kind of excited about that still.
Yeah. Oh, I
Um,
remember an article about this, Justin.
it's in there. It's the very first one. Intel's Xe
Oh,
GPUs will feature hardware-level ray tracing support.
okay. You talk about this one because I totally missed that one.
Oh my God. You even prepare?
Yeah, I did. I just didn't see that one.
Okay, sure. So, I believe this would be, I guess, last week when I referenced this. So, um,
Oh yeah, we were
Intel
talking.
news at.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, are you done?
No.
Can I talk?
Yeah, go. Go.
Intel announced news at this week's FMX Graphics Trade Show in Germany, which I posted this article last Thursday, so we're going to go ahead and say beginning of last week at some point. That its new Xe architecture graphics cards is going to be primarily designed for like data centers. Why are your eyes doing that? But according to Tom's Hardware, which I believe is a trusted source, I use Tom's Hardware for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Um, you don't think so?
Well, not when there was the whole RTX thing. When they're like, just pre-order the RTX before RTX dropped. Like, just
Mhm.
pre-order it. Do you really want to live your life without ray tracing?
No, I don't. That's why I have one.
And that's why he's a sheep, people.
That's why you have shitty graphics with your less than an Xbox computer, people. Um,
Wow.
Xe is primarily designed for data centers, but according to Tom's Hardware at Chaco, There will be a second architecture for discrete graphics cards aimed at the consumer markets. We've got into this before. They're Intel's getting ready to move into 10 nanometers, but it looks like they're kind of pushing that through first with the graphics cards,
Mm.
which I'm kind of excited about. We've mentioned before that they're still stuck at, what is it, 14 right now, right?
Uh, I
Uh,
feel like it's 12, but I could be wrong.
is it 12? I thought it's 12 or
No, no, no.
14.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's 14 plus plus.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's 14.
I don't think it's gonna say
Sitting here
more.
looking at the box, but I don't think it says on here.
Like it's gonna fucking say
I
what's
know,
on
right? Just like, yo, 14 nanometers on the box.
it.
There you go. Save yourself some
14
time.
plus plus.
But
Yeah.
fucking useless boxes and list all the
It's not even
information
a box. It's a fucking. What do they call that shit?
in the fucking thing.
Where's fucking Alex when you need him to tell us
Yeah,
about
where
this
is
shit?
Alex?
Where is Alex? Ah, dirty
Handy
bastard.
dandy Googler. Um, but Intel's getting ready to come out with a new card. It's gonna be built on 10 nanometer. Um, it's gonna be separate from the one from the data centers. They're claiming that they're gonna have a second discrete graphics card aimed primarily at the consumer market, which would go ahead and probably be us.
Not me.
Maybe not though. I just mean us as some people for gaming.
Oh yeah.
There's a chance though that it might not be primarily geared towards gaming. There is a paragraph in this article where it says the area to benefit most from Intel's data center XE cards will likely be the entertainment industry. What they're referencing here is primarily rendering things such as animated movies.
Oh yeah.
So shit like Frozen, Shrek. You can I hear they reference How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. Apparently, which I didn't know this. I don't know about you. Um, the rendering is usually done on the CPU because it's more precise, but Intel's GPUs could offer similar levels of accuracy while being much faster.
It's CPU?
Yeah, apparently it's more precise. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. See, I've always heard of um YouTubers and what have you rendering on GPU,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's why I'd never heard of that. So I don't know.
Well,
Apparently they're also gonna. We'll have to look into that more because that is very, very fucking weird.
yeah.
With hardware, excuse me, they're planning on having hardware-based ray tracing on them, which is kind of cool. Um, I'm not even sure if they're planning on having if it's going to be software or if it's going to be hardware-based ray tracing on the Navi cards that are getting ready to come out. Did they mention whether it's going to be one or the other? I know they said they're going to have ray tracing,
I
but I don't remember if they said it was going to be on a hardware level or if it's going to be software. Because I
I
know there is that one game program engine or whatever that has ray tracing that looks beautiful that we talked about on here
uh
before,
was that
whose name
Unity? Was it I can't remember.
escapes me. I think it was Unity.
It was either Unity or it was Unreal. I feel like it was Unity
It was
though.
Unity. Yeah, I feel like it was definitely Unity, not Unreal. But so that's kind of cool. Hardware level ray tracing. For those of you who aren't familiar with that, it's going to be kind of similar to like the RTX cards from the video, where the ray tracing is hardware based. Um, so that's kind of cool. We'll see how it is though. Apparently, they might only offer it though in the later models, like the more expensive models of the cards. So I mean, it's almost like kind of how Nvidia did it right now because if you look at it, technically, like the 1660 cards, like the cheaper ones, are still part of the RTX series, but they don't actually come with the ray tracing. So it should be pretty cool. Um, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see just where it would come and fall in line for the very first shot with highly anticipated Navi coming out, and then also just with Nvidia's current cards. Maybe by next year they'll have something different. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm just excited to see where they fall. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
That was very convincing. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I have no idea what's going on. Yeah.
no, no, I was paying attention, but you know how my memory is. I was trying to process AMD news here too. Uh, I don't. I'm curious to see how it goes. Wait, we're talking about AMD or Intel again? I forgot.
We're talking about Intel, not
Right,
AMD.
Intel. Right.
Oh my
Um,
God, this guy. I
um.
draw him like a fucking
So they're
Venn
doing.
diagram.
He's yeah, maybe. Um, this lighting is terrible. I just realized. Yeah, honestly, like I don't know. Like, I don't think I have too much to say about it. I mean, I wonder if it's gonna end up being better than like RTX ray tracing. Like, if there'd be
I
such a
don't
big
know.
performance hit, or because like if I remember correctly, like the RTX there's still a huge performance hit for ray tracing, isn't there?
A little bit. I don't think it's that much, but there definitely is a performance hit. I don't know if I would call it huge, but there is definitely a performance hit. The thing that I guess I like the article. I think it gave some cool news
Mm-hmm.
that I just thought about this off the top of my head. The only thing that I really like found interesting from it though was the fact that apparently this is against the speculation because I don't really know how much I trust that. Apparently, movies are rendered on a CPU is kind of one of the bigger
Yeah.
takeaways for me, and that doesn't really have anything to do with the card itself.
That has nothing to do with the article. It was just
Yeah,
mentioned, and
it's
it's like,
just
wait, what?
yeah, that kind of caught my eye more than anything. And that was
Yeah.
just through this pass through. I never really thought about it before then. The second thing that I would say that kind of I guess is interesting to me at least is just
10 nanometer.
10 nanometer. That's dope. I don't know if it's going to be anything amazing though, just because they go ahead and mention like I think it'll be good for gaming, but I don't think necessarily that's like the scope they're aiming for. So I don't know if it'll necessarily like fall in par with like the higher end graphics cards, just because it looks like they're aiming more towards that like which they said it themselves in the article, like they're aiming more towards like the consumer side, but more like the entertainment industry consumer
Production.
side.
Yeah,
So
production.
I don't know if that's necessarily gonna translate well into coming out the card that's very good for video games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I.
So I could see it being a good card, maybe just not a good card for what I would use it for. So we'll see when it comes out. I'm excited for it. I don't feel like I got a lot of like I feel like I did get information on the article, but I just feel like it added like I guess a little more details to kind of the smoke that was already surrounding it, which is nice. But I also feel like sometimes with things like this that they give you like certain little bits of information that you kind of already kind of knew. They just kind of confirm it for you, which makes it feel like something, but at the same time it's you're not really getting any weight behind anything.
That's like filler. It's filler in
Yeah.
articles. I hate when they do that. I mean, like, I understand you gotta write out a full article, but I
Just
mean,
put
that
something
shit's
a little
so.
more in there. Like I don't want the biggest takeaway to be, which is a horrible thing. That we probably should have filtered this before this, but the biggest takeaway to be like, why the fuck are they doing this on CPUs to like to render these movies?
No shit. That's the news. Is our breakthrough in real figuring out that they render on CPUs.
Yeah.
That's the news. No, I mean, I you know what? I can actually see that because that that card would not actually be the only one of that kind.
Yeah.
You know red cameras?
No.
You don't know red cam? Okay, red cameras are like $50,000 video cameras, and they're like super modular. And the thing is, like the $50,000 literally just buys you like the camera. Doesn't buy you the solid state, the proprietary solid state drive to record. Doesn't buy you like the lenses or anything. It's like $50,000 for like the recording hardware, and that's kind of it. You
That
know.
sounds ass.
But they actually have, um, they made a GPU strictly for rendering, and it was like really expensive, but now it's completely outdated. But I mean, it used to be like really good, super pricey as fuck, and they would use that only in video production, or like,
Hmm.
or well, I don't know if it's just video, but anything that required
Hmm.
rendering power. So it's not a bad idea if Intel targets that market alone. I mean, like, if it's such a huge jump that you can go from rendering 4K videos in 2 hours to rendering 4K videos in half an hour,
That'd be huge.
I'm sure a lot of people will buy it. I mean, I know Jace 2 Cents would probably have one. Linus Media Group, they would definitely have a lot
Yeah.
because of how many editors they have. Um, I think they would anyways. I don't know them personally, even though I'm Canadian.
Well,
But
I just think anyone doing video production that'd just be time saved and that equates to
yeah,
money.
and yeah, time is money, right? So I think people are definitely going to drop the bills if it saves a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Um, as for the ray tracing aspect, I don't understand that part.
Why?
Well, video games and videos are playing a video game and rendering a video, I think, are two different things.
They are, but I can understand it at the same time because you think about a lot of times when you get like I would say almost the best use of ray tracing is kind of in like a cutscene or
Yeah,
just
but
in like certain like dialogue scenes where you could I feel like if you were coming up with something like that, you could almost like I don't know exactly how it would work, but almost animate it like a cartoon like that, almost
hmm,
similar to like a game where you don't have to like go through and apply every shadow and everything yourself, which could be time consuming, and you could also just do it incorrectly based on
hmm.
the lighting in the room. Whereas you could just go ahead and turn this program on and it'll kind of almost do it for you.
True. Okay, so I guess yeah, ray tracing does have a use in that. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, it's not bad then.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
Um,
I can agree. I don't think it is targeted for us. I think it could be used,
I think
but
any graphics card, I mean, could be used.
well, yes and no. I mean, bang for your yeah. Any graphics, any proper graphics card with HDMI or whatever ports on it, yeah, could be used. I just bang for buck is like
I mean,
to
yeah.
to me when you sit there and you have like GTX 1050 Ti performance video games, and you sell it for $1,000, that's not usable. In my books, to me, I call that not usable
Says the
because
guy who probably has 1050 or worse in his computer.
I have equivalent to a 1060 3 gig, which is fuck you. That's what it is. Okay, it's fuck you.
Rude.
Um,
That's not nice.
no one ever said I was nice.
That's rude. We're about positivity on this podcast.
We what?
We're about positivity.
We are. As much as we may swear at each other.
You're rude. Hurt my feelings.
Well,
Tell him.
okay. You know what? Turn your shitty Grey's Anatomy off.
Yo, Ashley won't stop watching this fucking show. She's obsessed with Grey's Anatomy this week. She loves that shit. That is her shit this week.
That is her shit. I caught up in
I'm
Game
mad
of
you even
Thrones.
knew what it was. You're ridiculous for even knowing what that
My
was.
wife binge watches that. I mean, I watched a bunch of it too, but that
Chaco
seems.
likes Grey's Anatomy,
You
baby.
already knew that. Ugh, get that shit off my podcast, yo.
Um, all right, let's
Want to
move on
move
to the
on?
next one. Yeah, you
What?
want to do the Super Micros article?
Yeah, actually, I did find that one interesting.
So why don't you walk through it for
Walk
us?
us through it. Now
You know
now
what?
walking.
Everybody, in your 2 cents. Hey, babe,
Ashley's
at
two
some
cents.
point, if you feel it in your heart to grab me a water, that would be muy bueno.
And also tell her if at any point she feels like talking, don't, because we can hear
Chacos. Oh, wow, that's rude.
it.
You're gonna yell at
Just
me if I tell her
oh my
that.
god.
Also, if you can get
Anyways,
the cat to love me, that would also be nice.
no, nobody wants to love you. Anyways, okay. So Supermicro is moving chip production out of China because to avoid spying claims. So there's actually two times the Supermicro has been kind of blamed, if you will, or accused of having um, chips or something on their board um, that were
Manipulated hardware.
manipulated hardware. That's the term. I was drawing blanks. Um, manipulated hardware on their server boards. I think it was server boards, or maybe yeah, I think it was server boards. So manipulated hardware on their boards that was sending data to China, Chinese government. Um, Probably. Just kidding. No, I don't know. But apparently, there was a company that found out, or sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. Apparently, there's a second time this has happened that somebody has said, a company has said that there was manipulated hardware on Supermicro products, and second time that a company has come in and said it doesn't look like it. So to avoid that, Supermicro is moving it out of China into the States. I don't remember where they want to move it to though. Let me see if I could figure that out quick fast.
I think this move's gonna definitely cause a raise in the price though.
Well, yeah, because you get that cheap production
Just
cost.
get cheap work from China. You're gonna have to at least pay a minimum wage. You're gonna have to have benefits. A lot of things. It's gonna end up just making their overhead a lot more. Off the top of my head, I just see the price of all of their products going up to match the difference in price and overhead now
Yeah. Um, Now, from what I do understand, I think they will still be getting some parts
from
from
China.
China.
It's
Um,
understandable.
but a lot of the ones they are going to be actually what it says here, apparently from a spokesperson, they want to be more self-reliant. They don't want to be depending on only outsourcing partners whose productions was in China.
Yeah.
That makes sense? No English. Um, but I mean, they will still be getting some from China, from what I can tell, which is which is a good thing. You know, I mean, it's like the whole Huawei thing. Huawei doesn't have a choice,
Yeah.
but I mean, Supermicro. I think I don't think it'll jack up the price that much.
Isn't Huawei, whatever the fuck it's called, pretty sure the U.S. government has like like accused them of being funded directly by the Chinese government.
Yeah, I mean
See,
that
there was the CIA that has called them out on that like
dude,
multiple times.
that Huawei thing is a whole fucking can of worms in itself.
I mean, yeah, but
Like,
they're definitely pushing for 5G in Canada. You guys are all about that.
actually, I don't. We are. I think we're letting them do it, but under strict surveillance kind of thing. But I know that a lot of our network providers are kind of actually also doing it themselves or something like that
Hmm.
instead of getting Huawei. Um,
Okay.
there's not a whole lot to. Think I had some ideas that I thought of earlier that I never got a chance to write down.
About
But I
this
mean,
article,
about the Supermicro. But I mean,
I mean, there's one statistic in here that pops out to me straight off the bat. According to a Czech supply chain
specialist.
wow. According to tech supply chain specialist, excuse my mouth today. I'm gonna go ahead and blame it on the Orajel. I just put it in my mouth to my tooth. DigiTimes research. China manufactured 90% of the motherboards used in servers shipped worldwide in 2017. Last year, 2018, that figure dropped sub 50%.
See,
So
you know what?
that's
I didn't
huge.
see that. You know, then that actually I would say probably goes against what you were just saying then about overhead or like price increase.
Hmm.
Because I mean, it apparently less than 50% of it is already being, or less than 50% of it is already being manufactured by China, opposed
Yeah, but the
to
thing is, it doesn't necessarily make the overhead any different though, because just because other companies have pulled out, like if Supermicro is just now pulling out one, or two, they're increasing, let's say like they already pulled out some of it and like a vast majority, and they're gonna pull out the other like half of their production out of there, then they're still gonna have to hire more workers and increase production
uh
at their US based plants, which is still gonna cause again more overhead. Because you're still getting rid of
there.
half of your workforce statistically or whatever we're gonna go ahead and say, even if it's 20%, 10, 20% like difference or whatever the fuck it would be, you're gonna have to hire that many more workers and pay them a minimum wage and still have to pay them benefits and all this other shit, vacation time, like that. Either way, it's going to be an increase in overhead. The biggest thing is how are they planning to eat that overhead? Whether are they going to are they going to just go ahead and just straight eat it based on raising the price to cover up for it, or are they going to find some other way of cutting back to make it more manageable? So, but
That's a
I
good.
think either way, it'll be just still like we may not see it, but I definitely think it'll still end up being just an increase in overhead for them as a company. But I think it's going to be nuts seeing what this number looks like next year if Supermicro just pulled out maybe sub 30. What do you think?
Could be. I mean, I know Supermicro is probably. Okay, well this is server motherboards, right?
Yeah.
Server, if I remember correctly, Supermicro holds a huge market share on it.
It's
Oh,
the
so
third largest
third
server
largest,
maker
yeah,
after HP and
HP and
Dell.
Dell. Okay, so then yeah, I think it can drop like below 30% for sure.
Wow, this is a cool little fact here.
Uh,
There's a possibility that Supermicro could fall to number 4 in this position after Amazon.
I can actually see that. Amazon's gonna fucking like Amazon's gonna fucking take the lead for sure very soon. I think they could steal it from Dell and HP.
Yeah, I
Cause
don't
I
really
mean,
like Dell or
there's
HP that much for anything.
what's that?
Not big fans of those brands for anything.
Well, Dell definitely not. HP's not so bad. Your screen just went dark.
Yeah, sorry, I was opening up the other.
Blended in. Um, I think they will probably fall, but I don't know if that would be related to this so much as maybe Amazon just taking over.
Yeah, Amazon's taking over everything, dude. Someone's got to.
S-
You know, have you seen like those like Terminator where they got to go back in time and kill someone to save the future? Like that's gonna have to be like Jeff Bezos at some point.
What? What? He has to go back in time to kill
No, you
someone?
like, got to go back in
Somebody's
time and
got to
like
kill
stop
Jeff,
Jeff Bezos as a baby before he fucking takes over the world.
kill the baby instead of killing him before.
Ruin everything for the rest of us though, because I can't. I live in New York and I get next day shipping for free on like pretty much everything I order on Amazon.
You
And
know,
I could not imagine. I also did see an article though, I didn't post it 'cause it's not really tech related. But Amazon is able to get to 75% or almost 75% of the US population with next day shipping.
you know what's dumb as rocks? Amazon has a warehouse, and a large one, just outside my city. I'm still waiting 2 days to get my shit.
It might just be your local like postal service.
No, it's not postal service. It's courier.
Well, even then, it just might be them. But I can tell you, UPS and FedEx suck shit at delivering shit. I don't know what you use in Canada, but like those are huge major ones here, and they lose shit and they take forever to scan shit. And like it's the me and Ashley used to work at UPS. That whole thing is just a shit show. Like shipping anything important through there, like oh my god. Every time I order something, I'm like, please God, don't come shattered.
Dead goldfish.
Dead goldfish. Like I'm
Still
telling you.
love that. Um, no, see the thing is our courier service, like the main what I've noticed the main courier service that they use here is a local one. It's a local courier service that has like a large enough fleet for the city, right? But the stupid thing is like I can order like if I order something tonight, like
Mm.
right now, tomorrow they're gonna start processing it, and then the day after tomorrow, it's gonna sit there until the service comes and picks it up, and then I'll get it the day after.
Yeah,
And it's like
it's life.
it's stupid.
Go pick it up. Stop complaining.
I should
So,
just go drive and get that shit myself.
I'm telling you.
It's like
All right.
15 minutes away from my house.
There's a bunch of like Amazon lockers, or whatever they're called, out in New York where you can order something and just go pick it up if you wanted to. But I don't do that shit.
Yeah, we don't have that shit.
Um, so apparently, I guess we're gonna move on to the next article. I'm gonna just drag this along. This is an article I posted, but it's kind of more of a, I guess like less of a interesting tech article, more of kind of a weird fun
S-
fact.
statistics, which
Um,
I actually found this
s-
one interesting too.
Soon there'll be more PC gamers in China than the total population of the United States, creating a behemoth of a $16 billion gaming industry in China. So this article just states that by the year 2023, which would be in 4 years, for those of you who cannot do math, 5 years, whatever the fuck it is.
Thank you for doing the
Wow,
math
can't
for
do
me.
math either. It's 4 years. So there will
4 years.
be an estimated 354 million PC gamers playing online games in China, which is more than the population of the United States. So let's go ahead and see what the population of the United States is, because for whatever reason, they don't list it there.
If y'all hear my dog, I'm very sorry.
Tell your dog to shut the hell up. So there's 327.2 million people living in the United States right now, which is fucking nuts. And there's 129.2 living in Mexico. Random fun fact for you. So there will be 3 times as many people almost playing games in China as there are that even live in Mexico. So that's crazy. But
Any of y'all
that's
want to
n-
see some Chinese people playing games?
that's nuts. $16 billion industry in China. And the craziest thing to me though, saying this is just China has banned
They do. They banned
How the fuck do you play anything? What the fuck do they play over there? Like fucking Pokemon, like all fucking day.
Pokemon all day. Well, actually, see, the thing is, they have a very strict system. Um, but I took a note of it. Apparently, yeah, there is heavy government regulations. Um, apparently, you have to go through a licensing system in order to have your game published and monetized the in the China,
Hmm.
which is pretty crazy. So I mean, like, it's possible, but
Yeah, but even then, like they'll make you like change shit.
yeah, that is
Pretty sure
true.
League of Legends is like banned in China technically.
Um, what was it? There was a game actually that they didn't want it in China unless they made a change, and then they ended up doing the change. It was like a year ago that I had read this. I don't remember anymore what it was. Uh, yeah, I can't
So
remember. But apparently,
Fortnite and PUBG were just banned outright in China, and League of Legends, as of December of last year, was on its way to becoming banned.
jeez.
That's crazy. They must just fucking be playing with themselves. I don't know how they're playing games.
Well, apparently, Steam is not blocked, which I think is kind of weird. I don't know, maybe that's just me.
No, they block things majoritively for content, like for like over sexualizing women and things like that.
Mm-hmm. But sorry, my leg is really itchy. But I'm saying here in the article it says here for the last few years Steam has somehow managed to stay available to Chinese gamers, while other services like Twitch have been blocked or altered. Through Steam, Chinese players have played games that would probably never be approved for sale, like Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks Cinnabon for the follow. Thanks for
Oh,
joining
thank you
us.
for the follow, Cinnabon. Sorry, I don't have Twitch open. I didn't see that happen.
Of course, this guy doesn't pay attention. You know, actually, it didn't fucking pop up and say shit. Normally,
Make sure your stream someone managed to stay available on
fuck
the gamer.
you, stream alert shit. Wait, by the way, we do swear. This is not PG-13 or whatever. Oh no, I guess that technically would be PG-13 in Canada, anyways. Um,
Oh, that's crazy. China's the biggest download source of traffic from Steam. That's nuts. I guess that makes sense though. You have that many fucking people playing games there. That would go hand in hand 100%.
yeah. I mean,
That's nuts.
I find it crazy that apparently 24% of Steam users have their language set to simplified Chinese. Now, I mean, that's not China alone, though.
No, it's not, but also
Well, and also that's very vague.
it's 300 million people playing that shit there, so
Yeah, see, this is. In 23, I'll be fine with cousin. All right, cool. What? See, this is actually very vague, and I think that doesn't represent China very well. It says 24% of Steam users have their language set to simplified Chinese, right?
yeah.
Well, is that Cantonese or Mandarin?
Simplified Chinese. Stop asking for more.
But there's so much
No,
more.
no, 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 no. You get what you get. Simplified Chinese.
Simplified
You
Chinese.
Canadians
You
always
go to
want
fucking
more than what
Taiwan
they want
and
to
they
give you.
speak
They say
Cantonese.
they speak simplified Chinese. It's
You
incredibly
dick.
racist.
Fuck you. That is racist of you. God damn, dude. Um,
Just kidding. I'm
that's great.
kidding.
Earlier this year, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds said that Asia contributed to 53% of its fucking revenue. Yeah, but that's just Asia. This isn't China.
Yeah, no one cares. The very last like kind of nut stat that I want to talk about on here, if I can find it, was they were saying that in 2001, oh here we go. The Chinese PC gaming market has been exploding since 2001, when the total market was only worth 100 million, and it went from 100 million to in 23 years, which I guess is a long amount of time, but it exploded to 16 billion projected by 2023. So that's fucking nuts. That's like nuts. I don't even know like how many percent increase that would be, but it'd be a large fucking number.
Wait, what was it? I've already forgotten. A
A
million?
hundred, 100 million up to 16 billion expected by 2023.
Damn. You know the crazy thing is a lot of this is in fucking internet cafes. Those gaming cafes.
Yeah.
This shit's huge. I don't know about you, but I could not handle not playing on my own computer. Like I don't want to
A
pay.
lot of people probably can't afford it though, dude.
This is true. This is true. One's from Canada and you're from. Okay, so yes, I'm from Canada, and he is from the America. Um,
America.
that's one of the reasons why we're polar opposites. He's also a piece of shit, and I'm not.
Wow, okay, that's fucking very
Just,
debatable.
I'm just kidding. Love you, buddy.
That's rude. I'm not gonna forget you said that.
Yeah, you will.
I'm gonna hold it on to it for the next 5 minutes.
You better. Yeah, that's about it. 5 minutes.
Oh, it's fucked up.
Fucked up.
So no, I'm kind of tired of talking about this, but that's fucking crazy how many people are playing video games in China. They need to get a fucking job.
You know actually, if I remember correctly, where the fuck did I see it? Um,
Babe, can you give me that water?
Apparently, esports is the strongest driver for China's PC gaming market growth, whatever. Um, I'm not surprised. They actually play mostly like free games.
Mostly free games.
Yeah, it is actually mostly free games. Like,
I was
well,
gonna
not
make a wild comment, but I'm not gonna keep it myself.
a wild comment. You gonna
Wild hot take.
you gonna say some shit about their income and how that's related
I wasn't
to.
gonna say anything about income. I was gonna say no, so you're gonna make me say it, and I don't want to say it.
Oh well.
Cheap. Just like
Who
you.
are they? Me? Yeah. God damn, dude.
Um,
All right. So you want to get off the Chinese gaming?
yeah, let's hop over to the one I want you to talk to me about. Um, AMD drops third gen Threadripper from latest roadmap update.
Actually, you need to tell me about
Update.
this one because you
Why?
listened to the what was
The earnings
first
call?
the earnings call.
They didn't say
Put
shit
your
about fucking
fucking
Threadripper on
put your
there.
stomach away, dude. All I see is this fucking guy.
Yeah, dude, I keep it spicy.
Keeping it.
Okay.
Oh my
I didn't
god,
hear anything
this
about
guy.
anything on there. All I heard was my girl Lisa tell me how she was gonna personally not autograph mine. Thank you.
Yeah, just get some computer to fucking engrave it into it. Oh man, another stream. This dude's not wearing pants.
I am wearing pants, thank you.
So what's with the blanket, son?
It's fucking cold in my apartment. I don't control the heat.
Why? You just go, Alexa, turn the fucking temperature to something rather degrees, because
That's
I
not
don't
how
know
that
the
works. That's
Fahrenheit.
not how that works.
That is how that works. I used to change it on you all the time. Don't you
No, that's
sass me,
how you
boy.
would control my air conditioner. I don't have it in the window right now. We get free
Oh.
heat, but we can't control the temperature, which is a whole
Oh,
nother
hold on.
issue. Don't shush me,
No,
you angry Canadian.
my Alexa heard me talk. Um. Okay, so yeah, AMD drops third gen Threadripper from latest roadmap. Um. There's not too much that's talked about.
There's not.
Um. Yeah, there's not too much that's actually talked about in this article, but apparently, um, they shared the roadmap in their Q1 earnings report. Did you actually read that, or you just listened to the call?
I listened to the call.
You didn't actually look at the
They didn't even
report?
go. No, they didn't even crazy go into like what they were planning with the roadmap. The From what I remember of the earnings, I guess this is gonna end up kind of getting off topic from the article already. But
No worries.
what I remember is primarily Lisa Su was pretty much just sitting there talking about how they're not really they're not really doing too much right now. A lot of it is kind of just been getting not stock as in like investing, but stock as in like um, creating product, kind of trying to store it. So when second and third quarter comes around, they would finally like unveil and release Navi and all the new CPUs that they actually have enough to ship out. So they've been investing a lot of money into like actually producing these chips and these cards.
Oh, okay.
So they have a lot on hand. So they were saying that right now they spend a lot of money. They've recently spent a lot of money just creating products that they're not currently selling that will soon be on the market to make sure they have enough to meet the expected
Ah,
demand.
fuck this chair. Okay.
They're the main things though they were saying is that they're planning on making their money this year primarily through Epic. They're planning on making quite a bit of sales through Epic because they're supposed to be having just an amazing power, like we've said this before, amazing price to performance ratio on them
Hmm.
compared to the Intel server chips. They're expecting to make a lot of money on Navi. which is everyone's been waiting for that, so I'm not surprised. Um, there was one thing I can't remember what it was. Oh, they were the biggest concern though from the earnings call that they were saying that like isn't making them money like a large amount of money at the moment, but is expected to still hold like a high amount of revenue in the considerable future is going to be the custom chips that they create, whether it's for like just specific server type solutions or specific like things like gaming consoles, like just custom chips that companies ask them to create. Right now, because of the majority of that actually goes to creating chips for like the Xbox,
Yeah.
and it's kind of at the end of this generation's life cycle for another year that they're not expecting to create a large amount of revenue this year for it, but next year they're expected to create a large amount of revenue based off of that alone to help drive sales in 2020. But for right now in 2019, they're expecting mainly um, sales through server chips and graphics cards and the Ryzen series. They're expecting like quite a bit of like a pretty much an amazing like second end of second to third quarter this year. So
Okay.
that's kind of where they're hedging most of their bets on this year for their profits or end of second to the beginning of third quarter. So that was the earnings call, but they didn't really like tell you exactly what was going to come out because whenever someone would ask you about like next gen Ryzen or like Navi and ray tracing or something, they would almost dance around the question so that they wouldn't have to like unveil it before I guess they were ready to.
Damn, sounds like my prime minister.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I feel you.
But
Never mentioned that shit. Um. So yeah, apparently, yeah, they've dropped Threadripper, third gen Threadripper.
I'm gonna buy.
Um. That's it's kind of weird. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of weird. I mean, okay, if I remember correctly, Threadripper and Epic are kind of they're kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I'm trying to remember how it is that they distribute it. Like the dies, they put the best ones when they make their wafers or whatever they call them, right? Those fucking discs with
Yeah.
rainbow shit. Um, they put the best ones in the Epic server processors. Then they put the second best in the Threadrippers, and then they put the shit ones to us, the plebs,
To you,
to me, to you, to be
to
signed
you,
by Lisa Sue.
and be put on my wall like a mantle.
Anyways, um, the weird thing is like I can't say that it's because they're having issues that they would abandon that, but I just I find it weird because like if you think about it too, there's been a lot of talk of consumer motherboards, like the chipsets.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like A520? I mean, I don't know if they talked about A520, but I think there's been talk of the B5
50 or whatever.
yeah, B550 and the X570, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Threadripper's been rocking X399 since 2017, like first gen.
No.
There's been no talk of the new Threadripper, through the no English, new Threadripper chipset. And I mean, I find it strange that they didn't do it for second gen, but there's been no talk for the third gen either, and now Threadripper's gone. Do you think maybe they're just getting rid of Threadripper?
I don't know. Maybe.
Or maybe that because there may have been an issue with the new Threadripper chipset that they've decided to not release third gen Threadripper?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the AMD fanboy.
I am the fanboy. I heart AMD. But
I'd
I
be
don't.
sad if they got rid of Threadripper. I
I would be too.
I
I
was
mean,
kind of waiting for them to drop next on Threadripper so I could buy one
yeah, I know you wanted
because
to
I've
do
always
that
wanted
build.
one, but I don't know.
Because I mean, the Threadripper is good. The Threadripper is like the 9900K of AMD, right?
I would say it's probably faster.
I'm trying to remember the benchmarks. I think it was like
I think the
trade. I
newest
think it
one's
was
probably better than the 9900K. If anything, just because it has way more cores and threads than the 9900K, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
It's probably better single core performance than a 9900K, but Threadripper's like I don't even fucking remember. It's kind of it's a ridiculous number. Hence the name
Threadripper's,
Threadripper.
yeah, it lives up to its name, but I don't know. I'm
32 cores in a Threadripper.
64 thread. Cause
64
it
threads.
pretty much it almost is just another Epic server CPU. It's just kind of not as good,
Yeah.
right? It's just a little bit not as good for processing shit. Um,
Sad. Maybe I'll just go out and buy like last gen Threadripper.
second
Fucking.
gen, well, I would say almost like wait it out a little bit longer. Just see how it goes. Play by ear. Cause I mean, just cause it was there, but then they like not secretly, but they quietly just kind of like dropped it, and then it wasn't there anymore.
Hmm. I don't know.
I
I am
don't
excited
either.
though to see just the next gen processors. Maybe they dropped it and they're gonna sneak it in and just throw it in with next gen processors. Like, technically it's a processor.
Surprise,
Here you go.
motherfucker!
Some
Mm.
fries,
Some
motherfucker.
all rise, motherfucker.
Those are my favorites.
I love those.
All right, let's try to keep this moving a little quicker though.
Well, no, we're not supposed to be quicker. We're supposed to be dragging this shit like our balls in the sand.
I mean, we're supposed to be a little longer than normal, but like we've gone through
Uh,
3 articles in an hour.
I am longer than average.
You're subpar.
Yeah.
Um, this
Subpar,
one,
fuck you.
the next article, jumping straight over to NVIDIA. NVIDIA will stop producing non-A die variants of Turing for 2080 and 2070 models.
Wait, what? Which one are you reading?
The next article, NVIDIA will stop producing non-A die variants of Turing for RTX 2080 and 2070 models.
It's a good thing you got this one. I was totally leaving this one for you. By the way, what's up, Gizmo? Thanks for joining the fucking stream, buddy.
What's up, Gizmo? How are you? So basically, this is a thing I didn't even know about. So until I had posted the article, NVIDIA has been dividing its Turing silicon into A and non-A dies for the
Ash,
RTX 2080 Ti,
I knew this.
2080, and 2070 graphics cards. I did not.
Hmm?
So this has allowed NVIDIA to bin higher quality Turing A dies for board partners' flagship factory overclock cards. So this will go for shit like the EVGA, like Kingpin Edition cards, like the ROG Strix cards, shit like that, like the higher edition cards.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they're not planning on doing this anymore for the 2080 base 2080 and like the 2070 graphics cards, and not including the 2080 Ti. They're planning on just kind of getting rid of that. It's kind of a good news for gamers because they're getting rid of the non-A die silicon, which was like the cheaper, like lower clock, like shittier.
Wait, was non-A the shitty one, or was A the
Yeah,
shitty one?
non-A die silicon was a cheaper, less capable variant.
Okay, so that was like
So there was
Win
less
Force and shit like
overclocking
that.
headroom on that one. So
Yeah.
it should be good for the gamer now that they're able to do this, because then that just means all the cards are going to have the better version of it from this point forward, which would be the A variant. So that's dope.
But
That's definitely not like a bad news article. Okay, I guess it sucks for the people, I guess, who paid the premium before this point for like the higher end cards.
yeah, like you. Oh
Sucks
wait,
to
no,
be
you bought Founders
no, I
Edition,
bought Founders Edition.
which is actually kind of mid-priced. Actually, I was looking it up. It's
Yeah,
mid-priced. Um,
I like my card. Founders Edition is dope. And then Ashley has I think Ashley's like
oh,
11.99 too. She
what
has like
did
a base 2080 Ti. It's a fucking. It's from Asus, but it's not like one of the gaming like super
it's
crazy
not like a
fanned out.
it's not
Yeah,
a
it's like
ROG one.
it's just like a reference PCB.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
it's like it had like a one blower style fan in the front. It's like ugly blue mess. But we're planning on water cooling it anyway, so that's the only reason we bought that one. I didn't see the fucking point of going all out for Ashley's computer, more than getting her a 2080 Ti.
Yeah.
So I think that's dope. It's definitely a good thing for people who don't have the money to spend for like those higher upgraded, super overclockable fucking variants of the 2080 and the 2070 cards, because it saves you money. I mean, you can self overclock yourself using something like Afterburner, or I can't think of the name of the other one that EVGA created. What's the name of
I don't
that
know, Evie.
other?
There's Afterburner,
There's one more.
and there's
Oh, it's gonna bother me until I think of the name.
I'm drawing blanks. I'm like coming up with like Wattman, but that's fucking Wattman is let's see in D.
Is
Shit.
it? It's Precision X1.
Right. Precision, whatever the
So
fuck.
yeah, I used to actually have that. I use Afterburner now though. But
I don't.
so you
I
can just go ahead and overclock it yourself now, and you have a better die, so you can get a higher overclock. So it's
Yeah,
nice.
I don't know if you mentioned this. This change though is only for the 2080 and the 2070.
I said that like 7 times.
Well, I don't know, but apparently,
I said it like 7 times.
well, fuck you. But the 2080 Ti, they're still doing that. There hasn't
Yeah.
been any word of they're gonna do it or not. I don't
Yes.
believe you. I feel like you haven't mentioned it.
I even said not including the 2080 Ti like 3 times.
I must have missed that part.
You must have missed quite a bit of it. Now I don't
Zoned
believe
out.
you're paying attention to shit. Um,
Probably not. No, I'm paying attention. I'm
holy
paying
hell.
attention.
Oh my God.
Okay, this lighting is terrible. I gotta get rid of this yellow light shit.
Okay. What is this one? So that's kind of all I really need to say about that one. It sucks if you're looking to buy an upper end 2080 Ti because
It's
then
no
you're still gonna
point.
have to pay the premium for the regular A die, but sucks to be you. I don't know if you want to talk about this. First game from ex-Blizz developers Bonfire Studios will be PC focused for a core audience. I didn't really think this was that interesting. I put it on there for just to throw some shit at the wall, see if it stuck, but it's
You
kind
didn't
of a
find
it's
this
like a
interesting?
nothing article to me. Yeah,
This you're fucking nothing. You don't. Do you know who this guy is?
don't give a shit.
This is Rob Pardo. Okay,
Okay,
he
so why don't you go
was
over this?
he was uh
Yeah, he was
he is a
so amazing you couldn't
former.
remember.
No, I couldn't remember his position. I never knew who he was until this article. He was a former designer for World of Warcraft. I thought you
Congrats.
would like this.
I
I
did.
mean,
It just doesn't say what he's planning on really doing now.
well, yeah, it's so
It's just like,
vague, but
hey,
it's like
we're gonna do some
we're
stuff
gonna do some
eventually. You're
shit, and
probably
then
gonna
it's
like it.
we're gonna do some shit.
Congrats.
Well, no, okay. So the thing is, apparently, it will be the first game is PC focused, but it's a core audience. So obviously, he's not making a AAA title targeted for everybody like Call of Duty or something. This guy's making like I don't know. I don't want to I don't want to say that he's going to be making like an MMORPG,
Hmm.
but I feel like that's what's going to happen.
That's how you feel in your
That's
heart
how
of
I
hearts.
feel in my heart. Heart of the cards, bro.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. Like I don't want to say that's the vibe I get, but that's
Think it'll be
just
better than World of Warcraft.
I
I
think
think there
it.
definitely needs to
y-
be another like online MMO that comes and kind of takes over World of Warcraft because that game's like pretty stale right now.
Well, okay, no. See, the problem with World of Warcraft is like it's I don't want to say diehard audience, but like there's a lot of people who are like that is the only MMO they will play. Not the only game, but like if they're gonna play an MMO RPG, that's the one they're gonna play because that's just the only one that they're interested in. Like me, kind of like that's kind of like the only one that I'm into.
Yeah.
You know,
I just think they need to do something with that game because
I
I
think it's
can't like anymore. Like I've played like I don't know about you, but every time I fucking start up like a new character in that game, I just want to shoot myself because it's like if I have been in this fucking area 1,000 times and you're asking me to do this shit again, like no, no sir,
no more.
will
Can't
not
do it.
submit. No mas, cannot. And the worst part is like it's fun to like see the new dungeons and things like that. Like Legion was definitely nice for me because I took like a kind of a 2 expansion break almost, where I played them, but I didn't really get heavily into them like I did Legion. So like that everything still felt kind of refreshed and new again. But when I got so heavy into Legion to jump into this next expansion, it was like the same thing. Like grind out the best gear. We have like different ways of getting gear, but it's like just like redressed versions of how you got shit in Legion. Like everything's the same, just redressed into a different area. So now it's like, okay, well I'm doing all this shit again, and I'm doing all these new dungeons again. It's like technically it's new content, but I'm just like it just feels like they're remapping. Like feels like they're just giving you shit in like a different packaging and just telling you like it's brand new. And it's just I'm tired of like the exact same. I guess just grind. Like I
It's
want something a little bit newer or different.
it's the
Which
same old grind, yeah.
and it's I can understand where someone's like, oh well, that's the point of the game. Like that is what World of Warcraft is. Like you grind that shit out, blah blah blah. Like yeah, nice, but like also I feel like it's on them to kind of make a new like not feel like it's the exact same shit I did 4 months ago, and a brand new expansion you made me pay $60 for.
$60 to go kill the same
Plus
boss.
$15 a month. Like I'll pay for a month of it and have fun for like a week, and I'll never turn that shit back on.
Yeah, that was like when I bought uh what was the last expansion pack? What did it
Battle for
cost?
Azeroth.
Battle for Azeroth. You're like, bro, get this game, get this game, get this
I had
game.
a lot of fun with it.
And yeah, you did. And I bought that expansion pack and I think I played for like I think I played with you like what, 3 times?
Something like that, yeah. You
I
just wouldn't play it though. Also, that had a lot to do with your wife, but that's something completely.
That's a whole nother cup of tea, or cup of water, I should say.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I no, legitimately, I think I can't get into it. Like I like World of Warcraft for the nostalgia aspect.
Mm.
Like I remember having a love
I
for
remember
this
being a kid
game.
when like Leech King was out, and like that's all. Like I couldn't play anything else.
Oh, I wasn't a kid anymore at that point.
That was a kid for that game, so I loved it, and it just felt. I think the worst thing World of Warcraft did was like make it too easy to do things by yourself.
Hold up, hold
Oh,
up. I just need to make a quick comment. Gizmo, thank you for being the second. Thank you for being the only other person I know that played Rift. Rift was so good in my books. It was such a good.
whatever that is trash.
It would no. It was like a refresh of World of Warcraft. Not. I don't want to say a refresh. It was like World of Warcraft. Like if you needed to play a game that was like World of Warcraft, but you didn't want to play World of Warcraft, Rift is the game you go play. Because they
It
still
was
have that.
free.
Yeah, now it is. They have that old style. I think they still have it. That old style character building, where it was the tree, and you like put like 5 points into this, and then 5 points into that,
Yeah.
and then like 5 points into this, and then you work your way. But you had 3 trees, and like there was different builds, which I think was actually still just like the old one. I jumped into someone's battle, helped him. Yes, and like the rifts and shit. Fuck, that was such a good time. There was always something to do in Rift.
What was
We
there?
should play it. We should play it one day. I
Should we?
think you might enjoy it.
We'll try it sometime.
Yeah, you might enjoy it. Um,
Okay. I'm
anyways,
gonna go.
back to the article we were fucking talking about. Um, I don't think. Oh, so apparently, yeah, this PC focused game for a core audience. They are building it with the Unity engine, which I don't know. To me, the Unity engine always seems to me like a budget engine. Do you know what I mean? Like no AAA title or like super fucking popular game, I don't think, is built on the Unity engine.
And why do you think that is?
I feel like it's the Microsoft Paint of engines.
That's fucked up.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Microsoft Paint. Rest in
It's
peace, Microsoft Paint.
RIP. Yeah, now it's 3D Paint or something like that, or Paint 3D.
Fucking assholes.
But yeah, so this company Bonfire, they're going to be focusing on multiplayer games, looking at competitive and cooperative concepts. That's why I think it might be like World of Warcraft. It's another reason why. Um, but yeah, it's gonna have they're settling on a game that has elements of both for its first title. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be not World of Warcraft, but it's an MMORPG, and I hope it's good,
Yeah,
and I hope they don't charge you monthly for it.
that'd be nice.
That would be very nice if they don't charge
I'm
you
sure it'll
monthly.
be dope. I hate being charged monthly for that shit. Everything right now is like too subscription based in the world. I hate that shit. Even though World of Warcraft's been doing that for like ever, even since before like that was even a popular thing to do.
Yeah.
But I'm over it. All right. So next article: AMD flagship Navi rumor. Radeon RX 3090 XT for $499 ships in 2020. So
Let me find that one.
it's kind of cool. New rumor specs for AMD's next-gen Navi GPU Surface flagship Radeon RX 3090 XT would cost $499 and beat the Radeon 7 card.
Mm-hmm. Now you know when I was
Oh, that's kind of cool. Ashley just showed me something. Thanks, babe.
what's that?
Breaking news: EA confirms plans to release Apex Legends on mobile devices.
That's a terrible idea.
I don't think it's not. Fortnite's pretty popular on mobile devices,
That's
and I
because
would actually download this to play Apex on like the train or like when I'm at work on lunch or something.
now okay, for me personally, I can't get into mobile gaming. something about it. Like maybe I need to get one of those case things that like clip onto your phone, and they're like a control. There's a controller that like
Mobile
connects
gaming to me is
Bluetooth.
ridiculous. I'm with you on that, but like I would play this like Apex is a game where it's fun to like play like thank you babe. Like every 5 minutes at a time or like time like Apex would be like a fun game to play like while you're waiting for something because the matches are pretty short. Just the
Well,
same
it's because
reason
you
I think
die fast.
no,
Not
I want a
you, not
match
you
like
specifically, but I'm
yeah,
saying most
you die
people.
fast.
I
You
die
die
fast.
fast.
I am not
You die
practiced in that
fast.
game.
Okay. I just think it'd be dope though. I would play it like from time to time on my phone because I even had Fortnite on my phone for a little bit, but I could never play that shit. Shit was trash. Um, but I think it'll do well on there for sure. I could see why they would do that. Plus, it's another way for them to make more money off people who already like the game because it's like, oh, they'll download it anyways. They'll want to get like the skins or whatever they have on their console or on their computer on their phone, so they'll buy that shit again. Excuse me.
Well, unless they, you think they would keep your, you think they'd keep it like separate?
Maybe I don't know. We'll find out. But I wouldn't just because I know people would be dumb enough to buy that shit again. And you can get away with it by saying it's a different platform. So
That's true. Maybe you can have like some mobile specific skins or something.
that's what I would do.
Yeah.
All about the dollar bills, y'all. But
Word.
um, back to the article we were talking about. Thank you for that, Ashley.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/babywiggle. According to my exclusive sources, not my exclusive sources, but whoever wrote this Navi article, AMD will be detailing the new Navi-based Radeon graphics cards over at
Navi
E3 in
mode.
2019, which takes place just a week after Computex, which I'm really sad I'm not going to. And apparently they're going ahead and just saying that they're planning on selling a $500 card that has better performance than the Radeon 7, which I think retails for like $699, $700. Am I mistaken?
Sorry, what was that? $500 card for what?
A $500 card that has ray tracing and outperforms the Radeon 7 for, and the Radeon 7 is what, like $699, right? Retail?
I
I
don't
think.
know. That's American price, dude. I have no fucking idea. In Canada, it's like
Yeah,
$1,200 something. No,
yeah,
it's
I think it's
900 Canadian.
I think it's like
Um,
700 American
I'll
for a
hold you,
Radeon 7, 699.
I'll hold your dick there, Justin. Welcome, Valko Hama. I probably butchered that. I don't know.
Dude,
Thanks
sounds
for
like you
joining
definitely butchered
the
that.
chat here. Have you ever heard of the Darwin Project?
Darwin Project.
No.
No, what's that?
What is? Please explain
I'm
to
gonna
us
open
while
up
we talk.
Twitch so I can see what he says when he tells us about the Darwin Project.
I keep forgetting to get you. I sent you the link for the fucking
You
restream
send me no links for nothing.
restream application so that
I
you
do
can
not know.
see potential
Nope,
YouTube chats
nope,
too.
nope. I have
Piece
no
of
idea what
shit,
you're talking
Justin.
about. Is he on YouTube or Twitch?
Uh, fuck, I don't know. Give me a second. Hot second. Twitch.
Useless.
Fuck you.
Useless. So apparently we'll jump into this until he explains what that thing
What the
is.
Darwin Project
Um,
is.
Radeon RX 3090 XT has a Navi 20 GPU which with 64 compute units, and this is speculation, so don't take
Yeah.
any of this super to heart.
Yeah.
Because
Truckload of salt.
it even says here, I'm sure up to 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory with 10% more performance with the Radeon 7. I don't want to know what you're sure of. I want to know what it's going to have. That's like ridiculous. Don't tell me what you are sure of. Tell me what is facts. Um,
Well, who has facts in this industry? Other than you, apparently, with that one time you had Radeon 7 water block from EK information. That was
like
fact. Remember that?
no things. I know people. I make things happen. You don't fucking hate. All right.
It's Battle Royale that's like Fortnite, but no homes, and you get trees and leather to make arrows, boots, clothes, fires, and traps like Bear Trap. I might actually
You
be
know what? I
down
think
for
I've
that.
actually heard of this
I
before. The
might actually.
Darwin Project.
I'm kind of down for that. I'm not
I
gonna
think I saw
lie.
Dyrus play this before.
A battle royale game with crafting. I can get into that. I mean, I already play Rust, and that's like pretty much
Rust.
a battle royale all the fucking time with unlimited respawn and
You know
crafting.
what? I have heard of this game before.
Have you? I'm gonna have to check it out
Yeah.
after stream. I hope it's free.
I just looked it up on Steam really quickly.
How much
It's
is it?
got amazing reviews too.
How much is it?
Let me see. It's free to play.
Yes! I'm all
Get
over it.
down with it. Let's play it. Let's give our review about it on Sunday. See if we like it.
Yeah, I'm
I'd be
down.
down.
I might actually record some gameplay. With 10
10
players slash
players
prison.
slash prisoners. Oh, what is it?
Oh,
What is the players and the prisoners? Elaborate, please.
Huh. Oh, wait, I did kind of hear about that.
Oh, they're trying to get away, so you got to kill them.
So
You
it's
got to
like,
murder them dead.
what is this, Roblox? I'm pretty sure my daughter played a game of Roblox like this. You can't play Sunday. Mother's Day. Oh, we can play Sunday. My wife is probably still going to work.
I'm doing whatever I want on Sunday. My mom doesn't
YOLO.
even live in the same state as me.
Um,
The last one standing is let out. That's a, I like that. That's like a different way of kind of doing the battle royale thing instead of
is that even
like
considered battle royale at that point?
I mean, yeah, I think you would still call it a battle royale because the last man alive is the winner, but it's like a nice different way of covering it up. Makes it a little more interesting than everyone just drops into one spot, kill each other, and you're the winner. Now it's like, oh well, you killed the prisoners or whatever, so you're the last person alive.
So good job. Good luck, have fun. Huh, interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to check that game out after the stream here. Um, one thing I wanted to mention about the Navi. So it said, if I can fucking find where I wrote this, Navi.
No, it is not on Roblox.
um. Okay, so apparently, I don't know if this is a true thing or not. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I read it. Um, Navi 20, which will be in speculative. The RX 3090 and the 3090 XT, those won't be released until next year, 2020. Um, but my dog likes to bark.
Yeah, he does. Shut him up.
I would if I could, but she is upstairs. Um, but what is that fucking lower one called? 3080 will actually be Navi 10 and apparently released like this year, like mid this year.
Huh.
Like third quarter. I would assume it's third quarter. January, February, March, April, May, June. I mean, it could be second quarter, but I don't think so. So it could be third. More than likely, it's third quarter. Probably around Computex or whatever the fuck.
Hmm. It's kind of cool. I'd be excited. I'm really excited just to see how this all pans out.
Yeah, I was actually sitting there thinking of saving some shekels and buying a new GPU,
Yeah,
like
we'll
soon.
see that. We'll believe that when that happens.
Um, so I was thinking of doing that,
Okay.
but then, um, actually, I'm gonna be getting RAM soon, I think.
Oh, they had G-Skill Trident Z for $109 for 16 gigs of it.
That's American.
Yeah, but that's super cheap. That was like $30 off.
Fair enough.
I thought
Um,
I thought about buying some just to have in my house, and I was like, I'm good. I already have fucking six or yeah, six of those fucking things, sticks of them just sitting around my house. So I'm good. Um,
so yeah, the 2080 is supposed to be mid. So yeah, I was thinking of buying a processor, or not processor, a new GPU. But after actually reading this article, I think I might hold out.
think so. Till next year. That'd probably be your
No,
best
not
bet.
this. No, I mean I might actually just wait for like the 3080, because
Yeah.
apparently, according to the article, now I've talked about this guy before, but Adored TV on YouTube, he's got sources that are actually like really fucking reliable. He's known to be like they're like really good and very
Yeah.
accurate. Um, so his sources say performance is comparable for the this is for the 2080, okay, the RX 2080 or whatever the fuck they're calling it.
RTX 2080.
R no R RX 3080, the new
Yeah.
AMD Navi 10 one.
You said 2080 though.
I
Very
know I
confusing.
fucked up.
Get it
So
together.
the RX
Get it together.
3080, according to Adored TV's sources, they're saying the performance of that is comparable to an RTX 2070, but priced at 330 American.
Oh wow.
But
Damn, that's cheap.
but the RTX 2070 right now, I looked it up for this
It's like
information.
500, 600, right?
Between 500 and $720.
But the 720 is like the super overclocked ones because you can get a
Yeah.
2080 for like I would say like $800.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
So that's
Maybe. I mean,
crazy.
I don't know American prices, mind you, but yeah. So apparently, it's supposed to perform. It's supposed to be comparable to a 2070, but priced at 330 American. So
Nice.
I'm thinking of actually just waiting, keep saving, and go with it.
Let's see.
Because I
Yeah, you
mean,
should. That'd be dope.
because like I have no problem running a card that performs like a 2070. I mean, I think you can do what, 60 FPS at 1440 with that, probably even better.
Yeah, probably, but I can't do 60 FPS at 1440.
That's too low for you.
It's too low.
Fuck you. This
My
guy.
monitor's overclocked, Chaco. They overclock harder than your CPU does.
Probably.
Ooh.
Ooh, rude.
Okay.
Piece of shit.
I'll go ahead and drag you on again.
Drag me into the
Um,
mud.
World's fastest supercomputer will be built by AMD and Cray for the U.S. government. I actually posted
Hold
this
on, hold
today when
on,
I
hold
saw it.
on.
Oh,
Gizmo, the only comparison we have right now is that the Navi 10 GPU that's coming out, the RX 3080, will be comparable to an RTX 2070.
I
Uh,
don't think that's what he's talking about.
yeah, he says, misses system stats. How did I do? Oh, shit, that's right. We
That's what
didn't
he's
actually,
talking about.
yeah, our little build thing. Yeah, okay, no, my bad. Sorry, I misread that. Um, we haven't compared that yet
Well, because Chaco, your friend Chaco, this Canadian,
because
dragging his feet.
I forgot about it.
Oh, see what happens when you leave a Canadian in charge? Nothing gets
Gizmos.
done around here. Nothing gets done around here. I'm telling you.
I blame Palliser and Justin Trudeau.
Do you want to try to do it just at the end then, really quick?
What's that? Those comparisons? Yeah, I can pull
Yeah,
them up quick. I
yeah.
think.
Start pulling them up now, so we can just go over it
Oh
at the end.
my god. Okay, you go over the next article then.
I was going to.
Good.
So, hey, we live in the same city. That explains why nothing gets done in your city.
Hey, hey,
Gizmo.
hey.
Gizmo. World's fastest supercomputer will be built by the United States in 2021. The U.S. Department of Energy announced today. The machine, named Frontier, will be built by chip designer AMD and supercomputer manufacturer Cray for the Oak Ridge National Laboratory in Tennessee. It is expected to produce more than 1.5 exaflops of processing power. I don't know about you, but I don't even know what the fucking exaflop is.
Well, okay, you know how there was like teraflops?
Yeah,
And then there's petaflops?
and then it's exaflops.
And then I believe it's exaflops.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
that's a
it'll be
fuck
used
ton.
for a range of tasks performing advanced calculations in areas like nuclear and climate research, which is kind of cool. To give you, I guess, some kind of, I guess, idea of what it's able to do. The computer will be able to perform 1.5 quintillion calculations per second.
That's a lot.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Quintillion. For anybody that doesn't know, quintillion is what comes after quadrillion.
Yeah, which is
After
after
trillion.
trillion. So that's fucking nut. To give you an idea, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 zeros in one quintillion. There are 18 zeros. That
Damn.
is fucking nuts.
That is. That many fucking calculations?
So, oh, I'm so mad I counted this when the sentence before it says there are a whopping 18 zeros when I just counted these inches wrong. Fuck my life. But yes, there are 18 ones. Can confirm. Twice
Oh,
confirmed. Um, to give an idea of the scale of this sort of
oh
machine,
my god.
AMD says the Frontier machine will have as much processing power as the next 160 fastest supercomputers combined.
That's fucking.
It'll be able to handle an astonishing amount of data with a bandwidth two or let me see, 24 million times greater than the average home internet connection, capable of processing 100,000 HD movies in a second, and it'll also have a correspondingly huge footprint, taking up 7,300 square feet of space, roughly the equivalent of two basketball courts containing 90 miles worth of cabling to combine it all.
That's. That's huge.
And this also isn't I guess this is a good kind of a dig at Intel. This also isn't the only supercomputer that the U.S. is building with the Department of Energy. They have a similar project called the Supercomputer Aurora, which is being constructed by Intel and that same company, Cray, at the Argonne National Laboratory. But the Aurora will be the first exascale computer in the U.S., but the Frontier system built by AMD will have greater processing power. So that's fucking nuts.
You know, I like that they went with AMD, which is good because they're using AMD's Epics.
It's a $600 million contract for AMD.
You know, but why is your president allowing such a thing? I mean,
Got to keep up
I
with
feel
China
that's true. That's
because
true.
China's planning on having an exascale computer up and running by 2020, which would be a
Well,
year ahead.
now if I remember correctly in the article, this is actually the second one. You guys are already building one.
Yeah, I just said that. You really don't listen.
I'm
You
trying to.
really don't listen. I just said that like a minute and a half ago.
No,
I even. Oh my god.
I'm trying.
Holy
I'm
shit.
trying to find my saved. Um. Oh,
Gizmo, how do you talk to this guy? Holy shit.
I
Give me
just
some
realized.
points.
I just realized
Do I
I
gotta
don't know.
like draw him a picture so that he understands the fucking words that are coming out of my
Just
mouth?
put some sticky notes so I can read
Do I
them.
gotta put some fucking maple syrup on my computer screen for you to understand what the fuck I'm trying to tell you?
I'm down with it.
Jesus Christ. Uh,
Oh my god, that's great. Um.
So this is, I guess, another cool little fact here at the bottom. The world of supercomputer chips is mostly in the hands of Intel. AMD hasn't supplied the processors for one of the world's fastest supercomputers since 2012, which is, and like technology years, that's a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Super long fucking time. That's when AMD Opteron CPUs were used to push Ornell's Titan computer to a benchmark of 17.59 petaflops per second.
Pay the
So,
flowers. You see,
um,
that's.
that's kind of dope.
I mean, that. I think that just goes to show the power of the Zen architecture. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know how they did it, but they really fucking scored with Zen.
think so.
Well, yeah. Fucking look at look
What
at
are we looking
look
at?
at it. Like
Yeah.
everything that they've done. Like how well Ryzen's doing. How they're stealing all the market. Like not all of it, but like how they're taking more and more market share for servers. How
Hmm.
like Google, Amazon is all like, yo, hook us up with those Zen fucking process or yeah, the Epic processors.
Oh, this guy asked, "What are our jobs?" Okay, Chaco, please feel free to tell the man what is your job, Chaco.
I'm retired.
You
I'm,
didn't fucking ever have a job. You're a
I
goddamn
have had a
hoodlum.
job. I mean, I worked in construction actually for most of my life. I've done like carpentry, concrete, doors, windows. Uh, like I've done a lot,
You're just a general handyman,
but pretty much I can fucking build you a
blue
house.
collar worker.
I could probably build you a house. Um, Pioneer Windows, yes, that's where I worked. Um, but I mean, like I did actually go to school for a computer network technician. I didn't finish it because I actually realized
Ooh.
I hated that part of computers.
Networking is
Networking,
fucking annoying.
I
Um,
hated it
I
so
hate that
much.
shit. Yeah. I am a project designer for a construction company in the U.S. in New York.
He's actually secretly a prostitute.
Also secretly a prostitute.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
He whores his time out for money.
yeah. So that's what we do. So Chaco is a stay-at-home dad. His wife goes and
Does the work
does the
stuff.
hard work because he's an emasculate woman.
I'm a stay-at-home dad. My job is actually taking care of. I have foster kids. That is my job.
Yeah, and I have to go work a or I guess a 10 to 6 every day. Thank God I don't do a 9 to 5. I go work a really rough 10 to 6 every
Bro,
day at the
I would
office.
take a fucking 8 to 4 or whatever it would end up being. I would take an 8 to 4 any fucking day.
Dude,
Cause
I can't get up that early. I'm
I can.
22. I can't get up that
Bro,
early.
I've been getting up that early since I was
I
like
still get to work
12.
late every single fucking day.
How? How do you
Every
fuck up
single
like
fucking day.
that? How do you fuck up like that?
I can't get up that early, man.
You're
I
crazy,
can't
dude.
do it. No, but I'm just a project designer. I just pretty much do filings with the state of New York so that we can go ahead and like do construction projects in the city, make sure everything goes according to plan, and do some drawings from time to time and variances with the city. A bunch of paperwork bullshit. It's whatever.
I see, I can't
Um,
be a paper pusher. Cannot.
it's whatever.
I would rather fucking be homeless. I shit you
It's
not.
nice because a lot of times I get to go to like meetings and just go oversee projects and like whether it's in downtown Manhattan or like Brooklyn and stuff. Get to go see historic buildings like the Domino Sugar Factory, like a bunch of other things like that. So
I don't know
it's,
what a Domino Sugar Factory is,
you
but
don't know what Domino Sugar is? You never had Domino Sugar?
I've had Domino's pizza.
Okay, oh, you're a fucking idiot. In the
I'm a
U.S., like a
Canadian.
major like thing is like Domino Sugar. Domino Sugar is like
Is that related to Domino's pizza?
no. Okay,
Okay.
you know what? We get off this topic. Anyways, you're an annoying as person.
This lighting is
But
terrible. Oh my god.
on to our next article. YouTube could help the planet by throwing out its digital waste. I did go ahead and skip one because that EI article I just thought was stupid.
No, I liked it. I'll
Nope,
talk
stop.
about it. I don't give a fuck. YOLO
Nope,
or whatever.
over that article.
Fuck
Um,
you.
YouTube could help the planet by throwing out its digital waste. So you put this on here. Let's see it, Chaco.
Okay. Um. So basically, watching YouTube wastes a lot of energy. Um. Now I don't know about you guys. Like I haven't actually done it in a long time, but I mean there is a crap ton of people that sit there and only have YouTube open for music. You know, people who don't subscribe to Spotify, Apple Music, or whatever, right? So you're
I
sitting
do that
there.
sometimes.
Oh my god. So you're sitting there and you're sending YouTube, Google, whatever. They're sending all this data for a video as well, which is so much compared to just audio. They're sending it to your computer, but you're not actually watching. You're not watching the video.
Hmm.
So what they've actually figured out is by sending only sound to users who aren't watching, the company could actually reduce its annual carbon footprint by the equivalent of about 300,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide per year.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's that's about the same that's produced by 30,000 homes every year.
Damn.
So
That's crazy.
that's being waste that's being created. Well, not it's not being created because of people doing it, but it's saying that equivalent, you know, these people that don't actually watch the video, that data sent for just the video itself, not the sound,
Hmm.
uses enough power that creates 300,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide.
That's fucking crazy.
That is fucking crazy. I mean, in my opinion, I think it's pretty stupid to stream videos just for the music anyways. Like, I don't know if
I do
you've
it sometimes when like I'm playing games. Um, I don't have my Spotify logged into my computer, and I'm lazy, so I'll just like open up YouTube and I'll like click it. And sometimes I like to watch things on my other screen while I play games, like watch like a movie or like TV or something. And sometimes I like to watch music videos and just like listen to the music and see the video as I'm playing games.
I mean, I would say the only time I'm ever really guilty of something like that, like, you know, just for the audio, would probably be, um, what do they call that? I'm drawing blanks here. Um, you ever, like, people will sit there and they'll, like, mash up songs, or, like, they'll put together, like, it's not a, I guess it's kind of like a playlist on, like, they'll sit there and, like, there's one I have bookmark. It's called Space Traveling. It's like electronic jazz music. It's kind of weird. I kind of like it though. Um, but it's like a bunch of songs put together in a video, and it goes on for like 3 hours
Hmm.
or something like that. But it's like a bunch of songs put together. That's about the only time I would sit there and stream that is if I'm listening to something like that. Just because like it's gonna take me a while to sit there and go on my phone and find all those songs, add them to a playlist, and there's a good chance those songs may not even be available on Spotify. I'm a Spotify user,
I
so
have Apple Music and Ashley has Spotify Premium and Apple Music. I think she has both. She's balling like that.
yeah, I don't know. Apple Music is suck a dick, but I have Spotify Premium. I love that shit. So good. So I mean, I guess I'm slightly guilty of it,
You
but
are.
yeah, no, I think
Congrats, you're
they
killing our
gotta.
fucking planet, you monster.
I think YouTube should definitely get into the business of just audio. Like I think they should make that a thing.
I
Because I
just
know.
think they don't because it's already such a saturated market at this point.
Well, no, no. See, that's the thing. I mean, like, if they sat there and they gave you the option of doing audio only, like as you're scrolling, like maybe yeah, you can choose it based on picture of the video, like thumbnail, right? But when
You
you
know
click,
what?
like give you the
I'm gonna
option, when you
interrupt you.
click on it, it's
I'm
just
gonna
audio.
interrupt you.
No, fuck you.
No,
No, I'm
I'm
just
gonna
kidding.
interrupt. Unpopular opinion. I don't want to hear shit about YouTube doing anything audio related until they let me fucking turn off the screen and the video still plays. I guess it is audio related, but I want to fucking be able to do that. I'm tired of
That
when I
exists.
turn that shit off. No, you got to pay for it.
Exactly. It
I don't
exists.
want to
You
pay
just
for
gotta
it. That
pay
shit
for it.
needs to be free. That's a basic human right.
They would save power by not charging for it.
It's fucking horse shit.
See, if they didn't charge people for it, then people wouldn't play their videos without looking at them. And they
I'm
would
pissed
save
off.
that 300,000 metric tons.
I
So,
mean,
I think you're onto something, Justin. I think you're
I'm
onto
always
something.
on something.
You're on heroin or coke or, whatever. Just kidding.
Not on any
But,
of those, actually. That's very rude of you to say. Um, did you go ahead and get that pulled up for Gizmo?
um, partially.
Or partially, or are
Well,
we gonna
what are
have
we
to
doing?
wait?
Like, are we comparing, like, did you ever do yours? You were supposed to do yours.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, we're gonna have to wait till Sunday. I thought Gizmo.
Oh my god. This guy's sassing me and he hasn't even done it himself.
I thought you were doing it all.
Well, I can't do yours. I don't have yours, you hoe.
You
God.
talking about like my exact computer that I have in my
Yes,
house?
I need you to run the
Oh,
benchmark on your computer and then send it to me so we can
okay.
sit there and compare
What
it.
benchmarks are we running?
Userbenchmark.com. They have a the top right, there's a button that says test.
I don't gotta download anything, do I?
It's just a small executable file. It runs the test and you can delete it after.
Oh, okay, okay. So I gotta download stuff and not remember where I downloaded it to, and
No,
then
no,
it's gonna stay on here forever.
fuck sakes, it downloads to your download folder and it doesn't install.
No, it installs, and I don't
No, it
like that.
doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh my God, it's installing!
No, it's not. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm running it.
You guys listen to this dude? Prissy princess over here.
Shut up. It's installing. Like it's running. Benchmark's running. Are you running yours?
No, mine's already run and saved.
Okay, so what's Gizmos? Do you have Gizmos?
Yeah, he sent it to me. He kind of sent it to me.
Tell him to kind of send that shit again.
He modified it and sent it to me.
Yo, he's upping his numbers. He's taking the roids.
I think you have him beat, but he's got me beat.
Everybody has you. I'm pretty sure my Game Boy from 2005 has you beat.
Oh, you know what? No, he didn't send me. He sent me baseline numbers, but not. Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, he's got it sent. He's got it sent. With the stuff that really matters. Gizmo, are you still here? If you are, press F1. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna know. Press F to pay respects. Um. So yeah, no, he's got it. He is here. Perfect. So he's got it sent to me, and I've
I
got.
have a really cheap computer, so if I don't do well, don't say shit.
Oh, shut the front door.
What do you mean shut the front door? That's rude.
Well, I didn't want to tell you shut. This guy.
Why the fuck is there a goddamn plane flying around on my screen?
It's running graphical.
I look
Just
I look
wait.
to the right, I come back, and there's a fucking plane just flying around on my screen. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Explosion. A black dot going through explosions. Other explosion.
Oh, right. The red diamonds that kind of spread out and then go back together.
Oh, look at this. Metal circular ball with a blue thing going around it, showing reflections. Ooh.
Ray tracing. It's not ray tracing.
Not ray tracing.
Not real ray tracing.
Not real ray tracing.
False ray tracing.
False ray tracing.
So like I said, one of the best. No, Gizmo, unfortunately, I don't think you do. I don't think you have the best system, but I will tell you, you did beat mine.
What do you? I have a pretty cheap one, so I'm pretty sure.
Oh, don't you sass us about that bullshit.
What do you mean? My computer's not very high end. I'm sorry, I don't have a fucking budget like you do.
No, that's the perfect word to describe my computer. Budget.
Or
Poor budget.
unwanted,
Unwanted. Unloved.
unloved. Your computer's like an hour away from them stopping, like not releasing updates for it anymore. If your computer was a Mac, you'd have stopped updates like 10 years ago.
My computer's Windows 7. Windows 7.
Your computer's a Windows Vista.
Ooh, Windows XP. Was it Windows 7 or XP that they finally stopped supporting?
I think they've been stopped XP and they're just now getting ready to stop 7.
Yeah, that makes sense. My nose is itchy, by the way.
No one
That
cares.
makes sense. Windows 7 Ultimate. Oh my god.
7 was a shit. Why does this take so long to fucking run?
Because it's literally benchmarking every piece of fucking hardware in your computer.
Yeah, well, I got a lot of shit going on, so these benchmarks are all going to be fucking skewed.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have as much shit going on.
Oh, I completed. Okay. What do I do with
Okay.
this?
Okay, so it's gonna open up a web page and you're gonna see gaming, desktop, and workstation with percentages, right? And then words. It'll be
Uh-huh.
like yacht, battleship, destroyer, UFO. Can't remember what
Okay.
else they are. Star destroyer or something like that.
What do you got?
Okay, so we're gonna start. Yeah, I guess we'll start with mine because I know mine's the lowest. Okay, so for gaming, I've got a 54%. It's called
Ew.
yacht. For
Okay.
desktop, I have 76%, and
No.
for workstation, I have 64.
No.
Here, I will even pull this shit up. Give me a
Here,
hot.
I'll
All right, tell me when yours is up. So that's mine. That's mine. I'm really because it's trash. Well, no, it's because of the graphics, right? It's not as because the thing is, okay, 100% is a GTX 1070, right? That's what's 100%, and obviously mine is only half as good as a 1070, which is not so bad because it is better than I think 1050 Ti. Um, my SSD actually went down. It used to be higher, but it's not as much. And if you look, they actually have kind of breakdowns of all your components. This is what I have. This is my trash. This RAM is actually not 2400. It is 2733 overclocked. That's why it's doing so good. And then it's like,
my stats are gonna be incorrect.
okay, you tell me when yours is up.
Go over it when I guess when I pull mine up now.
Okay, hurry up.
This
Please don't
sucks.
fucking waste.
They're making my computer seem worse than it is.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'll go over. I don't have a
Gizmos.
vision. Okay, I don't have a picture of gizmos. I don't even have percentages for each
I think I
item.
just screen shared mine.
Gizmo just sent me prices. I don't know why he sent me prices. Gizmo, we don't care how much you paid. No. Um, he sent me. He didn't give me percentages for every item. Um, but his game, he's got rated at 105%. Desktop is 85%, and workstation is 79.
Hmm. Yeah. Here, do you want to pull mine up? I screen shared. Let me know if you can see it.
Wow, why is gaming so low?
Because I have a cap frame rate on my graphics card. Performing below potential 7th percentile. Disable monitor sync before benchmarking. 164 FPS cap detected.
Okay, I see.
I'm not wasting my time taking that off. So I'm gonna
So,
go ahead and just say that I have a better graphics card than Gizmo, and I'm gonna go ahead and blow him out of the you and him out of the water in every other fucking aspect,
yeah,
and take my win home.
you do have a 2080 Ti, so suck a dick. But desktop, damn, you scored 157 for desktop. That's crazy.
Yeah. Can I say?
Memory, 27, 25.7 gigs free of 32. Fuck off.
I had mad Chrome tabs open too.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely rape your
Chrome
memory.
will fucking kill your RAM.
No shit.
But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'd had a better score if I didn't have this fucking G Sync on.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's whatever. I'm okay with it.
Isn't it like two
Um,
button clicks away from actually disabling?
do I? I guess, but do I really got to go through the process? Can I not just assume I have the better fucking graphics card? What does Gizmo have?
Gizmo is for GPU. Gizmo is running a GTX 1080.
Exactly. So not gonna waste my time turning my settings off to have to turn them back on. No
Oh,
disrespect.
no, no disrespect, but
So I'm gonna go ahead and say my computer takes this one home.
yeah, he's running an Intel i7 6800K, GTX 1080. He's got a Samsung 840 Evo, 250 gig. He's got a Seagate NAS drive. That surprises me.
Yeah, I have two 970 Evos, M.2 NVMe's,
Big ball over here.
32 gigs of DDR4 G.Skill 3200, um,
Yeah, he's running.
8086K 2080 Ti, or excuse me, not 8086,
Okay,
excuse me, my old one,
we're not looking at.
9900K 2080 Ti. Ooh, look at this, my bench for my fucking hard drives, 283%, and
What?
the other one 341%.
How?
Outstanding.
Because the weird thing is that's compared to other drives of the same thing.
Out fucking standing. Performing above expectations. Performing above expectations.
So
I'm
that's
just so above expectations.
Just under 5 gigs per second. Terrible.
Amazing. What a guy.
What a fucking guy. Is that it for the news? No, I want to talk about that one.
Dude, that article sucked. I'm not going over that shit.
What was it? I don't even remember what it was.
Exactly.
I just remembered I wanted to talk about it.
Look at this ugly Canadian on my screen.
Well, no, because I wanted to know your opinion of this. Did you read it?
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
You know what a soft launch is?
Nope.
Soft launch is okay. So apparently, EA says that the old way of releasing games doesn't work anymore. So what the old way of releasing games is you say Grand Theft Auto 5 releasing on this day, and then Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out on that day, and everybody buys it, plays it, and then there's bugs.
Hmm.
According to EA, based on what happened to Anthem, they're saying that that method's actually dead. In North
Well,
America,
no, 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 no.
not
EA
dead,
just
it's
created a shitty
trash.
ass game with Anthem. That's
Well,
exactly what they did there.
okay, so now what it says in this article from PCGamer.com is that EA says, based on that, based on what's been happening with their games and everything, um, old style releasing games is dead. It doesn't work.
Yeah,
They need
EA,
to
you can't give
reconsider.
us
Yeah,
a half-ass game.
EA can't give us a half-ass game except for Apex. Um,
Apex is fun, damn it.
it is. It's a
Was
good
more
time.
fun,
It
but
was. I feel so bad for fucking BioWare. Um, apparently, what EA is saying is that in North America, the method of releasing a game is this old style where you just release the game. But in Asia, what they do is something called a soft launch, where they
mhm.
gradually allow people to buy the game. Like I guess you get an invite or something, or like you sign up for the invite, and yeah, I don't know. But gradually, people start to play this game more and more and more, and they just kind of keep adding more, and then they have the release date. And I guess they use that time as like beta time. Now, I mean, we
I
have that
guess.
here. There's a lot of games that you can buy and play the beta. I mean, I don't know
Sorry,
how
I'll let
many.
you.
Yeah, I don't know how many games I've actually bought that were still in beta. I mean, look at Minecraft. People were
Part of
buying
me,
Minecraft in alpha.
people like I believe that to an extent, but then you also look at how successful they were off the rip with Apex, though. That makes
That's
me think
true.
that's full of shit.
I don't know. I mean, that's
So
true. Apex did do really
Apex
well, and that was the
started and
old style.
blew up in a week. Like within one day, it had already become like everywhere. So I kind of feel like that's bullshit. I think they're just trying to cover up for how shitty of a game Anthem was.
Could be right. I mean, I don't know. That's their fault. They fucked that one up, apparently. According to the news, they fucking rushed the. They rushed BioWare. There was actually an article I was reading about the crunch. Are you familiar with the crunch?
Nope.
Okay, in the video game industry, there's a big thing. Every company does it, and they call it the crunch, and it's like the last bit where you are trying. They make you fucking work like 7 days a week, fucking 16 hours to get shit done. They call it the
Yeah.
crunch, and it's actually a norm now in video game, like in the video game
Culture.
called industry,
Hmm.
production industry. Um, but there's actually they're starting to um, I don't want to say revolt against it, but people are actually calling for a change because people literally like sit there and have fucking nervous breakdowns and shit because
Yeah.
just the amount of pressure and the amount of that they're working, they fucking have breakdowns and shit, and people are sitting there getting like what do they call it? Doctor ordered, um, what's it called when you take a break from work?
Like a leave.
Yeah, like a leave of absence or whatever. There's doctors saying like,
Damn, I wish I would get a
you have,
fucking doctor ordered leave of absence.
well, it's unpaid,
It's unpaid.
no pay. I don't know. That's how it is in
This fucking
Canada,
doctor
anyways.
better pay my goddamn bills.
so,
Unpaid. Let a doctor ever fucking tell me to take an unpaid leave of absence, and I'll smack the shit out of him.
so yeah. Apparently, that's kind of what happened. Was this Bioware's crunch was really bad. EA was demanding, or not EA, but I think it was like, I think it was yeah, like a project manager or something like that at EA was demanding a lot, and that's what happened to Anthem.
What happened to Anthem? That
is that
sucks.
they just
The
kind of
game was also
overdid it.
optimized as shitty though. Like it doesn't even
Well,
run well.
yeah, and I think that's why they were saying like I think that's where a soft launch actually would have helped them.
Probably. They
But I
did
mean,
like beta testing though. Like the game was shitty even during beta
well, I
testing.
mean, think about how soon they beta tested it compared to when it released, though. That was what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Like a month,
like a month.
I
Like that ain't
guess.
that ain't shit. But yeah, they definitely need. I don't know. I think a soft launch is really not a bad idea. We've a lot of us have already been doing it. Anybody who plays a beta has been doing soft launch. They've been involved in the the soft launch of games.
I guess.
Not a bad idea. I think EA could be onto something. They
I
very well could
guess.
be because there's a lot of betas out there.
I don't know. I feel like it's full of shit because I just feel like if the game's successful, it's gonna be successful. I feel like Anthem was gonna be a dud no matter how they decided to release that shit.
Well, no, I mean if they soft launched it say 2 months prior, I think they could have ironed out a lot of bugs. I
I
mean
don't
the
know.
CPU usage bugs that there was. I think that was you. You were suffering from that issue, eh?
Still, that's why I
Still,
uninstalled it. Oh, I'm good on that shit. I mean, I even talked to my cousin about it at fucking PAX East at the beginning of last month,
yeah,
and he was telling me like, "Yeah, dude, that game just bricks computers." He's like, "There's no point in even having that shit on your system."
it sucks. It had so much promise, so much potential. Uh, Apparently there's a Kickstarter for a game that's basically hentai Mass Effect, but
Okay,
it's raised over $1 million.
I'm good on that.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Hard pass. So
Hentai Mass Effect. My brother loves Mass Effect.
I never played Mass Effect.
They're fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, apparently Andromeda wasn't the greatest.
yeah, that's what Alex always raves about.
My brother liked it though.
Yeah, I
I
don't
got
know.
into Mass Effect super late though.
Maybe I'll give it a shot one day. What was the name of that game we gotta play?
I have it open on Steam. Oh, I had it open on Steam.
Darwin
Darwin
Project.
Project.
Mordhall. I've been looking at that too. That's totally. I swear that game's in fucking beta. I watched gameplay of Mordhall. Have you seen that game there, Justin?
Nope.
From what I understand, it's like medieval Battlefield 2,
Hmm.
but with like Skyrim style controls, maybe.
Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, I was looking at some gameplay for it because I found it on Steam and I was like, oh, I like castles and shit. And yeah, I looked and I was watching some gameplay videos. Gizmo, you've been playing it. How is it? Oh, I've been playing it. It's an updated chivalry. Also, it has the mount and blade feel. I haven't played any of those, or either
Uh,
of those, I should say.
Mountain who?
Apparently, it feels kind of like Mount and Blade, a game. I've heard of this game, Mount and Blade, but I've never played it myself.
Never heard of that before.
No ideas. I don't know, but yeah, this game, Darwin.
I'm down to try that later. Maybe tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow night when I get home from the city.
I'm probably
Not
gonna,
tonight though.
I'm gonna download it now, and I might play it tonight. I might not. Mordhau's strictly PvP game. Get burned out easy on it. I believe it.
That's how a lot of pure PvP games are, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's kind of how I ended up actually feeling about Battlefield. I got burned out of the PvP in like 2 days.
I'm not crazy about Battlefield PvP whatsoever.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. The campaign's really good though.
The campaign was pretty good. I can't say I didn't like it at all. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed that game.
Sorry, I finally made some progress. There's a goddamn air bubble on my computer.
You still fighting with that air bubble?
It keeps fucking going back in the radio. Dude, I'm just gonna drain my loop if I don't get it out this week and just redo it all. It's been driving me fucking nuts. Cause it's like, like the radiator, like the air goes like down the right side and back up the left side to get to like the other outlet.
Yeah.
It keeps like it's at my radiator is vertically mounted, so every time I try to like tilt my case, it'll come in the radiator and go down a little bit, and then I'll like shake it around and shit, and it'll come right back out the same top. And I'm like, oh my god!
Like it
So just
just
now,
won't
like
make that loop.
it won't make that loop. So just now I got it to make the loop. My reservoir drop like half an inch.
Wow, that's a big fucking bubble.
Dude, I know, and I think it's fucking with my thermals. That's why I'm trying to get the shit out. And there's like still some like in the pipe coming down that connects in back into my radiator intake. So that's why like I've been sitting here just twisting it because it's like I want this shit fixed. But I don't really have anything else to talk about. Do you?
No, I think that's kind of it.
Yeah,
That's kind of it. That's the end of our stream.
that was a nice 2 hour killer.
Do we still have that Volko Hammond guy? Hammond guy? Probably not. I don't think so.
I don't think so, but if he comes back, we definitely got to tell him to try playing that game with us because we'll have it downloaded for the next stream.
Yeah.
Maybe we could play it on stream. That'd be a nice thing to do one day, play a game on stream.
Yeah. I gotta see how my what do they call it? I gotta see. I gotta see how that game runs with the amount of RAM that I have. Because I know.
You have the very basic BO computer. You have the
Well, I've got.
Chromebook of gaming computers.
Fuck you! I have 8 gigs. Get off my case, dog.
The Chromebook.
Let's see. See, Skype is actually the one that's sitting there eating my GPU usage. Believe it or not.
Let's see what I got on my GPU usage. Yeah.
I mean, OBS is going by about 6%.
I'm at
But
60. Oh no, never mind. That was like a weird spike. I'm at like 10% GPU and 6% CPU usage right now.
it's not bad. Not bad. So,
Yeah.
anyways, so yeah, that's the end of our stream. I want to thank everybody who did tune in. Thank
We had,
anybody who followed.
we had
Who
like 6
followed
viewers
us?
at one point. That's pretty dope.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
It's big news for us.
Big news. So yeah, so thanks to Cinnabon. I know you're not here anymore, but thanks for the follow. Gizmo, thanks for being
Here every
abrasive.
week.
Yeah, thanks for being you.
Not a bad computer either, Gizmo.
Yeah, good
Definitely
job.
better than Chaco's. Some
Definitely
good
better
scores.
definitely better than Choco's. And yeah, thanks for being you. Um,
Thank you for being a friend. You ever
uh,
seen the show?
um,
Golden Girls? It's a really old show.
no, but they did sing that in the Trolls movie, and I saw the Trolls movie, or it was Trolls TV
Well, they
show.
fucking stole it, okay?
They did. Well, that's what they do in Trolls. They sing.
They fucking stole it.
They sing pop songs.
They fucking stole it.
They didn't steal it. They copied. No, they covered it.
They
It's not the
fucking
same.
stole it. What
You're
they did.
fucking stolen. So, anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for joining in. I am Choco.
I am Justin, and also trying not to drop my computer.
This guy's always doing stupid shit. As long as they don't do K-pop, no worries.
That's weird.
They don't do that. And yeah, we're polar opposites. And I want to thank you guys again for tuning in because we love you. We will not be streaming tomorrow, which is Wednesday.
I have
Today
to go
was
see King Kong on Broadway tomorrow. My apologies.
yeah, Life or something like that. So yeah, today was kind of a combined stream of what was supposed to have been on Sunday and what is supposed to be
Then
to be
Wednesday.
tomorrow. And hopefully we have some more news on Sunday, which I'm sure we will.
No, 100%. I would be amazed if we don't.
Plasma, you're so fucking late. Go away.
Don't say that to Alex.
I don't know. No,
It's not nice.
no. You know what? No. I
Hi,
don't.
Alex.
You are not forgiven. Not forgiven, Alex. I'm not happy with you.
Hi, Alex.
Anyways, hope y'all have a good evening.
Have a
Cheerio.
good night.
Goodbye.